And we are back with the final match for today. Excuse me. It is going to be JonSnow, the American Hope, against Miniraser, the Swedish Hope, I guess. Sweden is not what it used to be.
What do you mean by that?
Like, they would have such a strong team if Thorstein and Naniwa both stayed as powerful as they were. Like,
this is true.
Like, I think Sweden was always like one of the strongest nations.
Outside of Korea.
Right now, I think like Sandstorm and Miniraser are really strong, but they don't have very many. You know, like it's always been like one of the strongest nations outside of Korea. Thorstein and Naniwa at certain points in time.
Would you put Sweden as number two?
To who?
To Korea.
No, not these days.
But if
back then, yeah, definitely. If anyone Thorstein,
who would you put number two now?
Oh yeah. Huh?
Who would you put number two now?
That's a tough question. Peru, probably. You know, no-kill format, Peru.
Okay.
Yeah, but otherwise, maybe Canada, maybe.
Canada?
Canada's pretty strong.
Well,
the US is pretty strong.
There's Scarlet.
Huck.
Desro. He's Canadian. I'm just
No.
Kane.
Yeah,
Kane's really
the top four for Canada is easily Scarlet, Huck, Massa, and Kane.
Yeah, well, Massa's
maybe
Canada.
Hendrilisk. I think that would be my top five. Like that's the lineup I would send for Canada in a nation war, and I think they would perform really well with that lineup. Plus, with the return of Druby, are you kidding me?
Oh yeah, how could I forget about Druby?
Yeah, absolutely. Canada has always been strong. Like back when they had like Slash and Kiwikaki as well, that was boss. And TT1 was in shape back then. The US will always be strong, and then actually Germany might be the strongest nation. Norway is pretty strong, but just like Snood and Targa are both really good. Yeah, I'd say Norway is really strong just based on the fact that I think Snood is the best foreign player right now.
Okay, fair enough.
In the top left-hand position of this last map today, on Hobo Station, we have JonSnow. Wishing him the best of luck. Wait, that was not JonSnow.
Yeah.
Top left, yeah.
He just goofed.
Yeah, that was okay. That's top
name.
right. Okay, Miniraser from Fnatic. And follow him at Fnatic Miniraser, MSI, Steel Series, ISO, Fragnet Networks, King of Shaves, and Winamax are the sponsors, of course, to get shouted out here. And on the top right-hand position, with no sponsors currently, but the team Eclipsia? No. Solaris.
And we have a double 9 pool, both players.
Yep. It is going to be JonSnow. Yeah, double 9 pool all the way. Why, David?
Why?
We talked about this.
Yes, we were talking about this today. So what do you like to do when you...
Oh, come on. Go on.
What do you mean?
You actually beat me one time, 9 pool versus 8 pool. Oh, okay, it was just extractor tricks.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, you actually did that because I thought you were really dumb in that game.
Yeah.
But it ended up working fine. 9 pool
Wait,
versus 9
was this
pool.
the recent one?
Huh?
Did it go short or drag out long swarm host game?
It dragged out a little bit, but that's because you're bad.
Okay, thank you.
But yeah, basically you make lings, and then you have to identify that your opponent's also going 9 pool, and then I think you start making drones. I mean, you say because you make lings, but I think that's really silly because of Defender's advantage. So I think the person to start making drones earlier is gonna have an edge. Most times against, unless his opponent, like just cuts corners and does silly stuff and just keeps making lings randomly.
I see the logic, but
so Miniraser identifying this, both players droning up right away. It seems like these players are not terrible. Great minds think alike, he says.
Miniraser grabbing the faster gas.
Yeah, and again, David, I think that the 9 pool on this map, or 8 pool even, is extremely good on this map, simply because you get to your opponent's base, base a little bit quicker. So even if your opponent goes for a pool first, a lot of the time you're able to deny the hatchery, like we saw in the Vive against Betrayus game, right? Vive went for the early pool, but or for the 15 pool, but Betrayus was still able to deny the hatchery with the 9 pool. Is that a guarantee? No, not really. It's not a guarantee. but it's much more likely to happen than in other maps. Additionally, you can go inside the main, and there is no pockets in either main for the drones to get stacked up on micro, so it's a lot easier to kill drones with that. And that if it is a hatch first, you can kill the hatch first and pressure with some links inside the main, and just be annoying maybe with a couple links, and still be able to kill the hatch first almost every time, if not every single time. So both players now droning up quite heavily, as they should, David. And Miniraser going for the quick speed, while JonSnow favoring the quick Evo chamber. This is very interesting.
And a second guess.
And extremely risky, if I may say.
What is going on here?
What the hell? That is a roach one. So is he going for a +1 roach timing of 1 base?
Seems that way.
It seems that way, doesn't it? This is extremely risky, but I don't know if Miniraser has ever played against anything like this. He will have speed, so he might be able to see it coming, but this is regardless of a big ol' in. It's going to be hard to stop. Now, Miniraser knows from his Overlord of the Natural that there is no expansion.
What I really think that JonSnow should do is grab Burrow with this as well.
Oh, my build?
It's not your build to get Burrow.
There, he got it.
An upgrade is not your build.
Okay.
Kid.
Okay, kid. So, yeah, I agree. That's really powerful here. So we'll see if Miniraser identifies this and is able to do something about it. He scouts.
But he gets denied.
That gets denied.
I mean, he has to know something's up.
Oh, absolutely. Just gotta figure out what, right?
This is not
he is
something
getting
that
a
would come
Bane
to
nest,
mind,
but
though.
that's not, yeah, that's not ideal. And a lot of links, that's not what he wants to do right now. +1 roaches, +1 attack roaches are gonna be so tough to stop for him.
Especially with Burrow. Like,
yeah, getting some Banelings as well.
If this goes unscouted, there's almost
It could
no
just be
hope.
Ripperino, yeah. So, cute strategy by JonSnow so far. Miniraser will try to break in. He sees the links coming, JonSnow does, but not the Baneling. So, boop.
Good Baneling hit.
Yep.
Now
Excellent Baneling hit. Now he will see everything.
He needs to.
But, yeah, he's going to run inside. Making Banelings, I don't know if that's the right call. He scouts the roaches,
Now
and
he's
he's
like,
going to back. Is he going to cancel the Banelings? Yes, he does. And he's just going to go back home right now, potentially drop a bunch of spines. Droning up is very risky, I think. He needs to drone. Yeah, there's the spines. He needs to drop more than those.
Spores,
to be completely honest. Yeah, spores would be really nice, but does he? You know, is that gonna pop in his head right away? Like, this could be a burrow build. Yeah, almost. I mean, roaches with
like
+1 attack are gonna be so efficient. Yeah, Miniraser might go for a counter attack here. Sees the roaches moving out and sees everything with the Overlord, so he's trying to position his links so that he can go in for a counter attack when JonSnow is out of position. So this is pretty clever by Miniraser. JonSnow will find a Baneling, but in doing so, it will give away his position to Miniraser as well. And JonSnow actually pulling his roaches back, sort of.
He needs to go.
Miniraser needs to go as well. They both need to go. Whether it's for the counter attack or the attack. This is I don't know if I can call this game. That's a mistake by JonSnow. And we'll give a few free roaches to Miniraser.
Oh, is he gonna show Burrow? He shows Burrow.
He shows Burrow. Is that gonna help out though? Not quite sure. Now Miniraser going for the drone line, and now dropping the spore. That's good.
But the problem is he's only dropped one. So if JonSnow just goes by,
yeah, that could be a mistake or something hard to hold. Good job with the burrow micro so far by JonSnow, and burrowing all of his drones. Oh, but these two Banelings are so smart by Miniraser. He can manually detonate them on top of the drones. That would be fantastic. I think Miniraser's got this. Yeah. Oh no! Misses the Baneling detonations. That could have been game ending.
All this time he's not mining.
Yeah, absolutely. So pulling the drones is a good idea here by Miniraser. He just knows he needs to survive, but and actually now getting roaches of his own. So
he's in a really good spot now.
I would. I mean, look at the supply though.
If he can hold this,
four drones ahead. But yeah, if he can hold this, that's
he's
not a small
he's making
though.
spines.
Yeah, he's making spines and roaches, so that's gonna help out a lot. But I don't. And
he's got a transfuse on his queen.
I mean, I don't think it's game enderino. I think that JonSnow can still go on the side and pick off the hatchery and almost even the game up with the roaches. He has a lot of stuff, so we'll see what happens here. As soon as these roaches show up, JonSnow should be going up that ramp, and he is. Rob, he's going up that ramp. Rob. And yeah, this could be game either way, like whether he holds it or not, and it looks like he will. There's a lot of spines here, 3 spines, and pulling the drones as he should. Now JonSnow going back to droning, which is probably the last thing that he wanted to
Yeah.
do. So
There's,
this is looking very good for
There's
Miniraser
no way
now.
he can catch
Repositioning
up
all
in a
his
macro
pines and
game.
spores, and yeah, this is looking great. JonSnow's still droning up.
there's no way he can
Miniraser
catch
knows
up.
that without an expansion, I would have an overlord. I would like for him to have an overlord at the gold as well, just in case JonSnow had taken that. But he basically says without an expansion, you can't catch up in economy, even if you have more drones than me, which he will pretty soon here. Yeah, he already has one more drone. So, smart play, safe play by Miniraser here. I think he's ahead. I don't know if he's won the game yet. That's hard to say. I don't think JonSnow should leave the game by any means.
No.
But yeah, pretty exciting game thus far. Good effort by
I don't think.
JonSnow.
I don't think. It's a tough spot for JonSnow.
You think
Like,
so?
Yeah, because he can't break up, and if he tries to go into the macro game, he's just gonna fall behind.
Mhm.
Like as soon as he's already dropping, like he drops the.
I didn't even laugh. That was wrong.
He drops the hatch and instantly
The what?
J.
Oh, the J.
Instantly, as
Nice.
soon as he drops the hatch, Miniraser makes drones.
Yeah, so there's a J in the map for JonSnow, I guess.
At least he's got the upgrades going for him, but
Yep. There's a little counterattack in the main of JonSnow, forcing yet another burrow and apparently killing a bunch of drones. Maybe infinite drones. It killed a ton of drones. That was probably Banelings then.
GG.
And GG, well played. Miniraser will advance. I think to play Scarlet, right? Or Virium? Virium.
Miniraser will play Virium.
Yep. So
That's a tough match for
job well
Miniraser.
done by him, and we will see you tomorrow, I guess. Big shout out to TT Sports, B3 Gaming PC, and Twitch for being the sponsors of Root. Big shout out to MLG for putting this up. I hope you guys enjoyed the cast today. This is David, unfortunately, and we'll be back tomorrow
At noon.
at
And
noon.
noon.
Thank you, Bob.